Alright, day 3. I had this pound of hamburger that was dated for today, so we're cooking that first. So I just basically put them in chunks, balls, or whatever, and using the foreman. And then, have the rubber gloves, that's important, and a fan. You got the windows open, you can see. So, yep, that's what I'm doing today. Now we're doing some bacon. I cut it in like thirds. I'm using the foreman grill to do the bacon. See how that turns out. Smells good. And that's the result. It actually comes out really perfect. It's like not too crispy, but not too chewy. So yeah, just cutting in the right size so it'll fit. Good deal. And then use a plastic fork to kind of scrape the scraping so it doesn't get all charred. Or on the cooker, making it hard to clean. So, yeah, I dig it. I'm digging this. Alright, so we're learning a few things here. That little George Foreman grill I got has been really good. Couple of things though. If you want to cook raw meat in the truck, here's what you got to have. You want rubber gloves. They're plentiful now because of they're a popular item now for obvious reasons. And you're going to want that. You're going to want plenty of paper plates and bowls. Here's why. There's a little tray that collects the grease on the George Foreman's. And when they get full, you got to have somewhere to dump it real quick. I'm not sure if I'm going to get rid of that stuff or not. See if I can freeze it or put it in the fridge or whatever and use it for later. You definitely want to put a paper towel underneath the Foreman grill, especially under where the tray meets the cooking appliance, because there will be a little bit of a mess. As you're cooking and you lift up the check, take something rubber or plastic and scrape the stuff so minimally it won't stick. Now this is a copper line, so it's doing a lot better than the old Teflon George Foreman grills, which I really like that. So if you can find one with a copper coating, then that one would be better. What else? You're going to want plenty of wipes and plenty of paper towels. I've probably gone through like several sheets of paper towel for underneath the grill, wiping my hands off, and then of course wipes to wipe off whatever. But so far what I've eaten today was, I got up this morning, ate 2 eggs so I could take my medicine, and then I got parked here about 2:30 or 2 o'clock. I got parked here about 2 o'clock and had pulled out a pound of hamburger, the ground beef, ground chuck that you find at Walmart, the cheapest brand, the cheapest level. And then I put it in 3 meatballs and cooked them, or 3 patties, and then cooked them on the grill. That did really good. But then I decided to take, I found a pound of bacon is like that thick, or about that long, so I cut it in 3s, just enough for the length of the Foreman grill, and that worked out really good. The bacon doesn't get browned all the way, but it does get cooked up to temp, so you don't have to worry about the temperature. And that added a lot of grease too, so you need to have that bowl ready for that. The other thing you're going to want is some kind of fan or open window to make sure all the smoke comes out. I put my fan directly in front of the Foreman grill. I've got my windows open and I'm blowing it through. Now, if you're in a winter situation where you don't really want the windows open, or if it's pouring down rain, then you might want to think of a better way to cook. That's where the crock pot or the Hot Logic Mini might come in handy. But that's what I've eaten today. I had 2 eggs this morning. I ate 4 eggs when I got parked. And then I just finished off the pound of hamburger and then that little bit of bacon. And if I can't do intermittent fasting in the morning, maybe I can do it like from, it's like 4 o'clock now, so like maybe 5 o'clock to 8 a.m. tomorrow. I might do that kind of intermittent fasting. But if I do get hungry later, I got the liverwurst, I've got sardines, and if I really wanted to kind of bust butt, I could cook all the bacon and save it for later, but that's kind of hard to do. I have very little willpower when it comes to cooked bacon. So we'll cook it as we need it. So day 3, I'm learning a system on how to cook this stuff. And but don't worry, if you can't cook in your truck, we're going to figure that out too. And you know, maybe we'll do a week. Now, I'm going home after this because I believe my truck needs to go back to the shop. I've got a vibration in the front that needs to be taken care of. So we're probably going to head back to the house. I don't see anything visually, but at least get a three axle alignment done. So, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about cooking in the truck for your health. And so far so good. Once I get a system going, you know, let the foreman cool down, take wet paper towel, wipe it down, you're good to go. So with that being said, we'll see what happens the rest of the day. And if I do anything else today, I'll video that, and if I don't, I'll just upload what I got here. So we'll see. So I can tell that I just got done cleaning up. It took about 15 minutes. I can tell that if a person's driving 11 hours and just wants to eat, I can see where that's a problem. Because the cleanup, you know, I wrapped the foreman in a towel and I put that in the microwave as storage. But it got pretty gnarly with all the grease after this is the second day I've used it. And I can see where if you're driven 11 hours and you know everybody helping you, like a co-driver, or you know, if you're a husband-wife team or whatever, I can definitely tell that that's not something you're going to want to do every night. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. So this trial and error thing works well for you, the viewer, because when I'm you know, sorry, I got a text over the phone, it just distracted me. So as I'm learning, okay, well, this kind of sucks, this is cool, this has a drawback, this has a positive. The positive to using the Foreman grill is that the food comes out tasting good, depending on how you season it. I'm just straight butter and salt, which I didn't even need the butter because the hamburger was so fatty. But I can definitely tell I'm not going to be in the mood to do that every single night after driving 500 or 600 miles if I had to run like that. It was okay now because I've had a lot of time to, you know, I only ran, you know, 200 miles today, not even that, 180. And been a pretty easy day. So if I was running 500, 600 miles, I'm going to need a plan for that. And that's where probably some of the store-bought stuff will come in, or pre-cooked. Or if you're home every weekend, maybe you cook it all at once, put it in bags, freeze that up, and then you can thaw it out as you need it. So there's 100 ways to do this, and we're only on day 3. And I'm going to figure out what works. So I like the set it and forget it approach of the Hot Logic Mini and the crock pot. So we might try that tomorrow as I head back town towards Springfield. So so those are my thoughts. Just as I'm thinking about them, I'm going to put all the videos together. Oh, don't forget your electrolytes. I did spend the extra money for this stuff, but it's not that high if you get the Walmart brand. Well, I ended up having at least one more snack, and it was just liverwurst, and that was it. So at the end of the day, I had 4 eggs, a pound of hamburger, and some bacon, and some liverwurst. Feel pretty good. And so yeah, day 3's in the books. I'll probably turn on the, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I might just cook a couple of burgers or just try to find something in the truck stop. But sorry about the noise. But either way, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. Click like and subscribe. Remember, I'm on this 40-day challenge. I talked to a couple of people today on the phone that are in, and let's get this ball rolling of health. So, anyways, stay tuned for day 4, because remember, I'm still going to do updates even though I'm not in the truck, because sometimes being at home is more of a challenge when when you're the only one doing it. So we'll go over that too. And that being said, thanks for watching. Peace.